Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Danielle, and it's been so long since I sat down and talked to you guys. I've been doing a lot of just off-camera recipe videos, so I wanted to come back on, sit down and talk to you guys about goals for today's video and also goals for myself in general. So I know most of us went into 2021 with the goal of losing weight, being healthier, all that, and for me it's been a fail so far. Today is February 15th and it's been a disaster. I have been eating everything I shouldn't be eating. I've not lost any weight. I haven't even been on the scale this year, I don't think. Haven't been tracking what I've been eating. I haven't been doing anything consistently. I haven't been working out. So yeah, that's where we're at. So today I wanted to do a what I eat in a day video, but I wanted to do a healthier twist on it. So I'm going to include the calories for everything that I'm eating today. I'm also going to be using the MyFitnessPal app to come up with some recipe ideas and also to track my calories so you guys can see exactly how many calories each thing is. And it's not, in my opinion, it's not just about only eating things that are healthy. It's about portion control and making sure that you are not overeating the things that have like super high calories. Like you can still have fried chicken, you can still have all the things that you would normally eat, but it's when you're eating a whole 24 wings that it becomes a problem. So today we're going to focus heavily on portion control and tracking our calories. We're going to do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks. We're going to do a healthy snack, and then we're also going to do one that's a little less healthy, just because I feel like it's a little bit unrealistic to never have unhealthy snacks. And I feel like you should be able to lose weight while incorporating those kinds of things, as long as you're focused on how many calories you're consuming. So let's go ahead and jump into breakfast. I'm going to start with some coffee because I have a new coffee maker and I really want to try it out. And also I just love coffee, and that's something that I'm not going to give up completely. I'm definitely open to substituting teas sometimes, but coffee is something that I just enjoy in the mornings. And I mean, I enjoy tea too, but something about coffee, I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it, but I just like it. So I'm going to have coffee this morning, and I'm going to try to keep it as low calorie as possible while still including sugar and cream in it, because I don't really like it any other way. So let's go ahead and look at my new coffee maker. I'll show you guys how it works, and we will make our coffee to start the day. Okay, so here she is. I found this at Aldi for 30 bucks. My other one broke, and this was a really good deal, so I decided to go ahead and grab it. This one actually comes with the settings, so you can decide if you want a 15-ounce cup or an 8-ounce cup of coffee or whatever hot beverage you're making. You can also just do hot water if you don't want to have to include a pot or something. And if you lift this little latch up here, that allows you to take this out. So not only does it come with the actual pod holder, but you also get the opportunity to just put coffee grounds in here, and that's what I'm going to do. So if you want to use it without the pod, you just take out the pod holder, put your coffee grounds directly into this, pop this back in, lower this because this locks the little tray in place, and then press your button to decide if you want 8 ounces or 15 ounces. And it also has a water tank where my other one didn't. So that is perfect. You don't have to refill it every single time you want to drink something, you want to make coffee or tea or whatever. I actually think this was a really good deal for $30, so I'm going to go ahead and brew my first cup of coffee. So they're in there, and then you just pop it right in here, close the top, and now the button's green, and you can decide how many ounces you want. And I'm going with 8 ounces just so that I can keep it, I don't have to put out, probably should put a cup under it. Oh, so you have to turn it on, and then once this button stops blinking, that's how you know that it's ready to brew. And then you decide how many ounces you want. 8 ounces filled this cup perfectly. And now it's time to add my sugar and cream. And I'm going to show you guys how I track that. So the first thing I feel like it's important to note about tracking calories is how things are measured. So with the sugar, it's measured in teaspoons. So I'm going to take a teaspoon measure for that. And with the coffee creamer, it's measured in tablespoons. So I'm going to take a tablespoon measure for that. You could also do grams. Everything is measured in grams as well. And if you have a food scale, you can definitely do that. I do have one and I may use it later, but I probably won't, just for the coffee. So the coffee is 35 calories per tablespoon. So I'm going to try not to do more than 2 tablespoons of coffee creamer. And sugar is 15 calories per teaspoon. So these are level teaspoons. They're like not a rounded teaspoon, a level teaspoon. So you have to kind of shake off the excess to make it level. So rather than trying to pour it, I'm just going to dip into the sugar because it's a lot easier to get a level teaspoon that way. So here we go, it's one teaspoon of sugar. I'm gonna start with 2 to see how this tastes. So there's my second one. And then 2 tablespoons of the coffee creamer. And one thing I will say is that after a while, you'll be able to eyeball this, especially if you're doing something like using the same kind of cup every single time and using something like this coffee machine, because it'll give you the same amount of coffee every single time. And after you add in your cream, you'll know what it looks like. You'll know what color it tends to be if you're using the same amount of coffee, the same amount of cream, and the same amount of sugar every single time. So I don't know how you eyeball the sugar, but you could definitely eyeball the cream after a while because it'll look a certain way. So after 2 tablespoons of cream, this is what it's looking like. Now let's see if we can actually drink it like this. Yeah, it's good. I can drink it just like this. This is perfectly fine. And another thing about me is I rarely ever finish a cup of coffee. Like, this will probably be heated up 2 or 3 times, and I probably will only drink a half to 3/4 of it. But even if I were to drink the whole thing, it's still only around 100 calories. So that is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and then I'll come back when it's time to actually eat some food. Almost forgot to show y'all how to clean it. So you lift this up one more time, take this out, and then you can dump the coffee grounds in the trash and rinse out the container. And then you just turn the machine off. Unless you're ready to brew something else, you can just go ahead and turn it off. And whenever you're ready, hit the power button and it'll heat the water up all over again. Okay, so for breakfast, I have a taste for oats and boiled eggs. I don't know why, but that's just what I want. So I found this recipe on MyFitnessPal, and it's Chunky Monkey oat bars. So I figured I can make these and then just make some kind of a, and just make boiled eggs to go with it, and that could be breakfast. And it says it serves 10 and it's 221 calories per serving. So the ingredients are eggs, peanut butter, banana, vanilla, baking powder, salt, walnuts, oats, and chocolate. And I have all those ingredients. So yeah, let's go ahead and make these. First step is to preheat the oven to 350. And then it says to line an 8-inch baking dish with nonstick foil or parchment paper. I'm just going to take an 8-inch glass baking dish and spray it with some cooking spray. Okay, so we need to combine eggs, peanut butter, and dates, banana, and vanilla in a mixing bowl, and use a hand mixer to blend it well. I'm gonna go ahead and grab our ingredients. Dates, eggs, peanut butter, So it's calling for a 1/4 cup or 450 grams of dates. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a food scale for that because I don't know how much 450 grams is. Right now it's on ounces, so I'm just gonna hit this button to change it. There's milliliters, pounds, and ounces, and here are grams. So we're zeroed out. Now we can go ahead and add our dates until we get to 450 grams. And I'm gonna pit them first just because we're not using the pits and it's calling for pitted dates. So you take the pit out of the center. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I feel like that's wrong because I'm pretty sure we're at a 1/4 cup by now and we're only at 115 grams. So I think maybe it was a typo for how many grams it should be because I'm pretty sure that's a 1/4 cup. Like, I don't think that, let me get a 1/4 cup. Okay, I got a 1/4 cup. Now let's see how many of these we can actually fit in here. So I was able to fit 4 pitted dates in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use 5 and stop there because I don't know if my scale is broken or if, I don't think my scale is broken though, but I really think that maybe it was a typo and maybe they meant 50 grams or 100 grams. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this back and I'm gonna use the 1/4 cup instead of the 450 grams. So just get rid of the pits. And these need to be finely chopped. And the dates, in case you're wondering, are going to be the sweetener for this recipe. Dates are very, very sweet and they're natural sugars. And that's probably part of the reason why this recipe has so many calories. But I wouldn't really worry about the calories for this because it's all wholesome ingredients. There's no refined sugar. There's no like nothing crazy. It's all super healthy stuff. Even though it's probably a little bit high in sugar, it's natural sugar. Even though it's high in carbs, it's whole grains. So what you're actually eating matters, and it's not always just about how many calories something has. It's about how well it's going to keep you full, how well it's going to nourish your body, and how it's going to make you feel after you eat it. Eggs, and a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. And I'm using the natural peanut butter, so this is the one from Aldi. There are definitely healthier peanut butters out there because this one has palm oil and it also has sugar. You can get completely unsweetened peanut butter if you want it to be as healthy as possible. This one is definitely better than just a typical peanut butter that has high fructose corn syrup and all that. So there are levels to the healthiness of nut butters. A little bit of vanilla. for lunch, I'm going to do like a mashup of stuff. So I have some lettuce. I'm going to make some kind of a salad, but I'm also going to add some chickpeas and some couscous because I have some. So I'm going to see what I can come up with to make with this. Just went ahead and threw my lettuce into the same bowl that I used to season my chickpeas, and I'm going to go ahead and give them a toss in all that seasoning. Now let's get started on the couscous. Combine 1 1/4 cups of water, 2 teaspoons of olive oil or butter, and contents of seasoning packet. Cover and microwave on high for 5 minutes, and then add in the couscous and let it sit. Here is my couscous. It says just to fluff it with a fork. And I'm going to add 1 cup of the prepared, 1/2 cup of the prepared couscous to the salad. This is actually really good, even without any dressing, but it's a little bit dry, so I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm going for one that has a lot of flavor, but this one is also high in calories. It's 80 calories for 2 tablespoons, so I'm gonna do like 1 tablespoon. So a really, really little bit, and then just make sure it gets all over everything. But the couscous itself has a lot of flavor. The chickpeas have a lot of flavor. The seasoning that was on the lettuce added some flavor. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this, and I'll see you guys at dinner. So I'm about to have my unhealthy snack, and I made this Oreo cake yesterday. It's just like a white cake with some Oreos in it for the kids. I told you guys today is the day after Valentine's Day, so this was like their Valentine's Day treat. So I'm gonna have a slice of this along with some Oreo whipped cream. So I just finished breakfast, but I'm gonna go ahead and start on dinner prep now so I can let the chicken marinate because I want to try out this new recipe. Slow cooker lemon Greek chicken. I'm not gonna slow cook it, but I am gonna marinate it and then cook it later on for dinner. So let's go ahead and get the chicken seasoned so it can marinate. So I'm gonna use boneless, skinless chicken thighs and give these a quick rinse and then start seasoning. So this chicken has been marinating for about an hour, but I forgot to add some citrus to it. So I'm going to go ahead and add some lime juice. Alright, so change of plans. I thought I had some lime juice, but apparently somebody used it. So I'm going to just add some white vinegar in place of the citrus. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of oil. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start dinner, and I'm making, you guys saw the chicken thighs, and they're still right here thawing. So what I'm gonna do is just sear these really quickly on high, sear them on both sides, put them into a baking dish, and then pop them into the oven for about 20-30 minutes until they're done. For today's meals, I ate a total of 1,639 calories, and that's after 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 2 snacks. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some healthy meal inspiration from it. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!